and they are about to get things underway. Lights go to green. Great shot there, the riders ready for racing. Away they go. Hudson Kai Cooper with a good jump down the inside, but it is the number 14. Watson, up the hill he goes to Christmas corner for the first time. Great jump there from number 14. Travis Shaw also well placed and could well be up there as well. But Hudson Kai Cooper had a real go at the start there. Looks like Shaw has dropped to third. And Tyler Humphries, Joshua Herring also well placed as they make their way through. Still a long way to go in this race, of course. And brilliant start there, though, for the number 14 of Frankie Watson. Good, clean start. Everyone's staying out of trouble on the first half lap. Bradley Curtis, Lucas King, Daniel Stevenson, Leo Hams and Archie Cooper running up the top 10. But the action hotting up now as they make their way into boot for the first time in that fight for third place. Travis Shaw coming under some real pressure here for third position. Over the line they go at the end of the first lap. So it's Frankie Watson from Tyler Humphries. Great start from the number 19. Travis Shaw, Hudson Cooper, Bradley Curtis, Joshua Herring, Daniel Stevenson moving up a position on the first lap as well. But a brilliant start there from Tyler Humphries to get through to second place. There's Hudson Cooper coming under some real pressure though now from the number 71 of Bradley Curtis, who might have a look down the inside here into Ashby. No, nothing going. Very well turned out machine there, the number 71 with the Dayglow helmet as well. Quite easy to pick out in a crowd, you would say. And he's just starting to put the 217 of Hudson Cooper under a bit of pressure here as they make their way up towards boot for the first time. But Cooper doing very well to guard those lines and make life difficult here for the number 71 as they make their way through boot once again. Frankie Watson clear away at the front. Let's have a look at the line here that Curtis takes out of boot. Cooper a bit more aggressive on the inside, guarding those apex, a little bit screwy there, going through in towards oblivion. Could this be the momentum? Oh, it's down the inside goes Travis Shaw. Neat move there on Tyler Humphries and makes the move stick as well. He had to work hard to make that pass stick. But Humphries loses out and drops to third here. This still means that Frankie Watson leads the way. Let's have a look at what Travis Shaw can do. He's already pulling away a bit now from Tyler Humphries in second place. Humphries is determined to try and hold on in that third place and get the pull to try and catch up with the race leader. Frankie Watson with that great start is controlling the race thus far. And a bit further down, some of the midfield tussles well and truly underway here. Got the likes of Lucas King, Leo Hams, Arnie Carr all fighting away. Harry Rafferty, Isabel Wingate in there as well. As over the line goes your race leader, Frankie Watson, 53.452. But Travis Shaw is a tenth of a second faster, 53.428 for the number 4. Closes a tenth of a second. And he has still got the number 19 of Tyler Humphries right on his tail in third position. Down the hill towards oblivion they go. Shaw just trying to break away here. Frankie Watson looking good at the front of the field. Takes a nice neat move through the double apex. Heading through towards Chapman and up towards the final section here towards boot for the final time. He is just starting to break away slightly here from Tyler Humphries. Still quite a way to go in this race, and Frankie Watson trying to control the race here. But look out for number 4, Travis Shaw. We'll have a look at the lap times when they come through once again. So over the line goes Watson. Shaw in second, another fastest lap of the race for Travis Shaw, just pulling a few tenths here and there. It looks like Bradley Curtis has got past Hudson Cooper. 10 laps to go. Travis Shaw still fastest lap of the race, and Bradley Curtis trying to break away from Hudson Kai Cooper here, number 217, as they make their way through Christmas corner. There's Humphries in third, going through Ashby. And Bradley Curtis just a little bit further behind in fourth. The top 5 just breaking away now from the rest of the field. Joshua Herring still in 6th place. Daniel Stevenson in 7th place. Arnie Carr, Leo Hams and Lucas King rounding out the top 10. Midfield runners making their way down towards Ashby in the inset there. We've got that midfield fight there between Lucas King, Harry Rafferty a little bit further down there. Isabel Wingate, Riley Robinson and Archie Cooper having a good battle there. Rest of the field rounded out by Riley Paisley, Thomas Bond and William Round. Plenty of action throughout the field here as Travis Shaw sets another fastest lap of the race. And Frankie Watson just started to close up on the tail enders here. He's gone past the number 66 of William Round. Down towards Ashby he goes, and number 14 Frankie Watson, there he is in the inset, your race leader. We're looking on the main part of the screen there at the number 71, the 4th place Bradley Curtis. Still being pressured by Hudson Cooper. And look at him there, making his way through towards Chapman. There he is, number 71. Just starting, I think, to close up on Tyler Humphries here. Let's have a look as he makes his way through boot. So Watson making his way to the line now. They make their way past the tail end around. Oh, a little bit unfortunate there. Will bulk Hudson Cooper slightly. That's a bit of bad luck for him. But Cooper finds his way through. Shaw in second. Humphries in third. And Bradley Curtis in fourth. Well, he's not really closing up on Humphries, who's clear in third. Here's the midfield scrap here, making their way up towards Boot, who just saw a few moments ago. And here is the number 19. Oh, 18, my apologies. Of course, that's Daniel Stevenson. Stevenson actually going down the inside of Joshua Herring there, and he will move into 6th position. Plenty of action throughout the field here, and Stevenson nice and neatly through Ashby he goes on the Ovale, number 18. Now just starting to break away slightly from the number 912, Joshua Herring. 8 laps to go in this one. Rest of the top 10 made up of Arnie Carr, Lucas King, Leo Hams, and a bit further down, Harry Rafferty, Isabel Wingate, Riley Robinson having their close battle with Archie Hooper in 14th. Thomas Bond, Riley Paisley, and William Round, of course, has been lapped by the leaders, currently in 17th position rounding out the field. As there is Round, actually, the number 66 will hold his line and let the leaders find their way through with 7 laps to go. This is part of the racecraft, you would say, when they're learning the trade. The riders just advised to hold their line, let the faster riders find their way through. Sometimes the temptation might be to move to one side to let the faster riders find their way through, but that can sometimes have disastrous consequences. If the faster rider goes to that same line, there could be a collision, so you'll see the slow riders just tend to hold their line, concede the corner, let the faster rider find their own way through. And then, of course, as they continue, the speed picks up and they'll start to battle further up the field. But William Round there, 17th position, just being lapped there by this leading group of riders, but still circulating quite strongly. Riley Paisley is the last rider on the lead lap. Frankie Watson still leading the way as we look at the number 912 of Joshua Herring. There is the number 14 of Frankie Watson making his way down into Ashby, setting his fastest lap of the race, his own personal best, 52.755 last time round. And he increases the gap here to 2.2 seconds, just starting to pull away from Travis Shaw in second place. Just starting to close up on the tail enders here. Number 14, Frankie Watson. He has got a bit of a cushion here, can take his time. There is the number 17. Riley Paisley and Thomas Bond, Archie Hooper, all fighting towards the back of the field. There's Paley over the line, and Watson just starting to pick his way through those riders towards the back of the field, having their own little battle. Down the inside goes Frankie Watson, and very neatly finds his way through. So good racecraft here from the race leader, just looking for openings, finding a way through. And a bit further back, some action there with Arnie Carr, Lucas King, of course, still fighting away. Leo Hams rounding out the top 10 as the number 14 Frankie Watson makes his way down towards Chapman and will complete the boot section very shortly. And number 14 Frankie Watson looking in good form here as he makes his way down, still with a few more laps to go here, but Watson looking very strong at the front of the field. Had a brilliant start, of course, and has just been able to hold on. Travis Shaw was looking threatening earlier on, but at the moment Frankie Watson just seems to have withstood the pressure. There's the number 12 of Archie Hooper just in front of him. Hooper currently in 14th place. And Hooper fighting with the number 8 of Isabel Wingate. There is Wingate on the inside line. Wingate has just been overtaken and she's being closed up here by the race leader. As Watson very neatly squares the turn off down the hill, goes down the inside of Wingate and very neatly laps Wingate. And she's currently in 14th place. The 13th position, Archie Hooper. And you see there, just got a wheel in on the inside of Hooper. Hooper realises who's coming through. And number 14, your race leader, Frankie Watson, is able to clear his way at the front. Counting down the laps here, but very neatly threading his way through some of the midfield riders now. He really is motoring at the moment, still lapping in the 53-second region. And there's the number 8 of Isabel Wingate. She is currently in 14th place, just losing a little bit of ground to Archie Hooper, who's really starting to motor in the midfield. And in front of the race leader, we have Harry Rafferty, Riley Robinson, and Leo Hams, all fighting for position. But there is the number 14, and there's number 16 there, Lucas King in 9th place. So Frankie Watson is threatening to lap it. Well, he's lapping into the top 10, because there is Leo Hams, number 11, currently in 10th place. Down the inside he goes, and Frankie Watson has lapped into the top 10 here. Really is charging right now. And down the inside of Lucas King he goes. King got a nasty tumble earlier on, but looks like he's recovered and is back on the track here. But Frankie Watson, number 14, your race leader, keeping it nice and cool. The midfield battle now as we look at Lucas King coming under some pressure for Leo Hams for that 10th place. There's Travis Shaw. Travis Shaw has been able to negotiate the slower traffic just a little bit better than Frankie Watson, and keeps him honest at the front. The gap 1.3 seconds, so Travis Shaw, number 4, still right in there. At the moment, Watson has got the race under control, but there's Shaw in second. 1.5 laps to go here, and Travis Shaw is having a late charge here. Does Watson know how close Shaw is getting here? The gap was 1.3 seconds. I think it's closer now as they make their way up towards Boot for the final time, and Shaw in second is not giving this one up as they make their way down towards Boot for the final time. And look at this, Travis Shaw is right on the rear. Oh, down the inside he goes. Fantastic move there from Travis Shaw to take the lead. Oh, and I think Frankie Watson has hit trouble. Frankie Watson is stationary on the side of the track. Tyler Humphries goes to second, and the body language from Frankie Watson says it all. They're looking down at the side of the bike to see if they can get that machine going again, but looks like he is out of the race. What a shame for Frankie Watson, who had the race under control there. But with 1 lap to go, just losing a bit of pace there. You'd almost wonder if that was some sort of fuel starvation or something from the number 14. The bike, I can tell you, is being pushed back to the paddock, so the runaway leader is out of the race. And that means, of course, that Travis Shaw, his perseverance paying off. He took the lead. His rival dropping out of contention. And with 1 lap to go, Travis Shaw now back into lead. And over the line he goes. Checkered flag goes out. Travis Shaw takes the checkered flag. Brilliant ride for him. And it means, of course, that Tyler Humphries will bring it home in second position. Humphries over the line in second place. And, of course, with Watson dropping out of contention on the penultimate lap, there's a real shuffling of riders. Shaw looking over his shoulder to see where everyone else is, but I don't know if you realised that Frankie Watson was out of the race. He will do very shortly. Tyler Humphries second place, Bradley Curtis, Hudson Cooper and Daniel Stevenson rounding out the top 5. Joshua Herring will be the final rider on the lead lap as Arnie Carr goes through. Arnie Carr, actually, my apologies, last rider on the lead lap, the number 83 goes through. In 7th position, Lucas King, Leo Hams and Riley Robinson just a little bit further behind. Frankie Watson down to 16th place on the lap charts, of course, dropping out of contention on that penultimate lap of the race, but a hard-fought victory for Travis Shaw. And, of course, proudly displaying the number 1, there goes Humphries going through there as well. Travis Shaw then your race winner in a dramatic late twist there. Tyler Humphries in 2nd position, Bradley Curtis 3rd, Hudson Cooper 4th, Daniel Stevenson 5th, Joshua Herring in 6th place, Arnie Carr 7th, last rider on the lead lap, Lucas King, Leo Hams and Riley Robinson rounding out the top 10. Rafferty, Hooper, Wingate, Bond, Paisley and the unfortunate Frankie Watson down in 16th place, with William Round in 17th rounding out the Mini GP 150, 160 I should say, in the 50 Cup.